Welcome back, guys. Alex here with another reaction video or Annex and channel. Annex? Who the fuck is Annex? Me. Alex and channel. So today you guys asked me a lot about The Warning, and it's a band that blew me away from the first time. And you guys told me that they did like a little bit of mini documentary about themselves. So the whole information I have till now about the band is about my reactions that I did that you can find on the channel. I'm gonna leave some cards over here if you want to check that out. But, you know, and other information that you guys could provide me down below, you know, in the comments, in the reaction. But I don't really know the whole story of them. And they did this like mini documentary, whatever it's called. It's how it all began. So yeah, you wanted me to react to it together with you guys and have more information about this amazing, talented girls, which, by the way, I understood that they have a new album on the way, and this is what we are going to react today. So let's go and see how these girls, you know, how it all began, because this is made me curious a lot, because it's talent, of course. I don't know how they got into rock, into drums, into guitars and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I hope they will like illuminate a little bit more in this 5 minutes, more or less, videos that they have. You can find the original link down below, like every time, if you just want to, you know, go and watch it without interruptions or anything. So,
hello,
Paulina.
I am Paulina Villarreal. I am 18 years old. I am the drummer for the band The Warning.
My name is Alejandra Villarreal. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico, and I'm the bass player for the band The Warning.
I'm Daniela Villarreal. I am the guitar player and lead singer of The Warning.
Okay.
So The Warning came to be in a very early stage of our lives. We started playing classical piano at a very young age. I think I was 6 and Pau was around 4.
It was a family environment.
Guys, in some other reactions that I did to young drummers, young guitar players that you can find also on the channel, I always said how important is for a child, and how the parents, you know, should like lead the children to play an instrument, you know, I mean, play sport, okay, whatever, but paying attention to what, you know, it's the best for, and what talent may the kid have. And in music it's important, because music, it's like, I don't know how to call it, cure for the soul, you can say it like this. So I don't think there is out there a human being like doesn't like music, doesn't matter what kind of. And yeah, congrats to these parents.
We started playing the piano when we were very young. We started with like classical music, and then we bought this video game, Rock Band.
The Rock Band.
The Rock Band.
Rock Band.
A video game? And this is how...
When we bought the game, that was the moment when we were like, hey, we want to do that.
We absolutely loved that video game. We played it all the time. I would just be like jumping around with my guitar.
I don't know if this video game is something like, how is it called, that for PS4? Guitar Hero, something like that. I guess you can use guitar, drums, whatever, maybe.
Pat would never let me play the drums because that was her thing, and she was super good at it, and I was just like, no.
When we bought the game, I noticed Paulina, and she was like, like with so much coordination, and I told her like, look at Paulina.
But you need to take into account that I was like
parents
6
are
years
awesome.
old at that time.
By next week, Paulina was in lessons.
The thing with Dani was she wanted the guitar because of the rock band, but we knew that it was going to be difficult for her because she was 8 years old.
I asked my dad if I could play the guitar, and he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. And he said 6 months. And by the week, I wanted to give up.
But she kept her promise, and by that time, she already started to love.
I was about 3 when we got the rock
Awesome,
band,
man.
so I didn't actually
Beautiful.
play.
She was a baby. Ale basically, when we were playing Rock Band, Ale was clapping next to us.
I picked the bass when I was about like 6 or 7, and I was like, ooh, I want to play that. Don't know what it is, but I want to play it.
And when she started playing the bass, we started like thinking,
Look
like,
at her, I
hey, these instruments, like we can play them together.
We were like, oh, these 3 instruments actually make up a band. So we're like, we can start playing together.
We said like, why?
And by the way she plays bass, I mean, I saw her in some reactions that I did live. Man, that's awesome. I mean, the sound of that bass and the way she plays, the way she picks and everything, cool.
We should play something together, and that was it.
It's all fucking video games, see?
We had no idea that we were gonna do what we're
But,
doing today,
man,
like, at all.
For us,
Talent
the
is
decision to
the
upload
main
videos
thing
on
here.
YouTube was just like, we're gonna send it to our grandparents. The file's too big. Let's upload it on YouTube and send them the link.
But suddenly they started getting a lot of attention.
All of a sudden, it exploded.
Our parents really reminded us that like this was for the music and we could use that to start writing our own music. I think that was something that caused such a huge change in us, from just like, let's play for fun, to like, whoa, we're a band now.
Not everything comes without its sacrifices. It was
True, really
tons of practice.
Suddenly, you're not just a normal little teenager who goes to school, does her homework. You're playing shows, you're playing in festivals, and you're playing in front of a lot of people.
And by the way, what she was saying here, you're not anymore a teenager and you're playing in front of an audience, big shows and everything. And at such a young age can mess you up in a lot of different ways. And there, of course, there is an important role that the family, the parents have to have in there, in my opinion. And you know, yourself, I mean, knowing not to, you know, explode in your own head in that. So it's really awesome to see these girls that they are, you know, standing with their feet on the ground. Yeah, we're a band, we're doing our thing, we love what we're doing, and that's it. We love music, and you know, we know our age, but man, this is not anymore band of 3 girls just playing. This is a fucking rock band, in my own opinion. So cool.
Something that maybe like a lot of people my age take for granted, like going to parties, going to school, even like people who like, oh my god, I need to wake up at like 6 a.m. and go to school every day, was something that like we couldn't do.
And I appreciate the support of my parents and all that they had to go through to get us to this point, because for them, it was just as hard.
As a parent, you never know which one is the right path. We wanted to support them, like any parent, just try to give them what makes them happy.
We usually compare it, what we're doing and what is happening and what could have happened. But as we started playing more shows and as more people started to show up, especially like at an international level, it was like, that's where it really settled in. Like, whoa, like this is for real. We are so grateful
Yeah, this is for
that
real.
we have the opportunity to be playing these shows, working this way, writing music. Like all these opportunities don't happen to a lot of people.
Thanks to all of that and all the sacrifice that we put through as a team, and not only us, but our parents and our management, everyone is just so incredible. And I'm very grateful, not only that we did it, but that we were able to overcome it.
Ooh, okay.
If we weren't in a band,
If we weren't in music in general, because we always get out of that question, like, oh, it would be a song right now. Like, what would you do out of music?
Honestly,
Curious
I
about
think
this.
I would be a teacher.
A teacher.
A teacher.
No, you would be
Teacher.
such a good boss.
You'd be a
Oh,
good-
thanks.
Yeah.
I would like to write.
Yeah,
I'd be a good
You
writer.
would be a writer.
I would have to do
Definitely.
something creatively. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like a job office.
I honestly have no idea.
I think
Something,
you would be a
something.
good model.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not really good
Nice.
at posing, but you know,
You'd be a
could
good
work.
model.
I could work on
You
that.
got the height.
so-
You got the face.
Cara gorda.
Okay, well, that was short, man. I wanted to know more about it, but it was interesting because I never saw those the parents, and like, man, how, like they said, how hard it must be for the parents also, you know, not only support them, but having all this, you know, like a normal person with 3 kids, being afraid a lot of things, because man, that's awesome, and really respect for those parents, not only because they, like I said, you know, support them and let them, how should I say it, you know, going to this path of music, which is amazing. Like I said, it may be for somebody else, it may be sport, it may be football, it may be whatever it is, but it's important, it's really important that it happens at a young age. And of course, practice, and above all thing, it's talent also, because yeah, you can do like, I don't know, 100,000 hours of practice, you may be good after that, but you're not gonna be awesome like this, because talent and practice, you know, make awesomeness, I guess. Yeah, this is it. So guys, I don't know, I was seeing on the channel also that they will have a new album out. There was a comment here, like in the new album, it's like the warning on steroids. I don't know how it's going to sound. If you have any information about that, when it's gonna came out, let me know down below. Let me know what you think about whatever we talked in this video, and how you see it for, maybe you have kids, if not. And yeah, let me know what you think about the warning. Until next time, guys, like I always say, stay safe.